Hi, everybody. It's Deanne Fitzpatrick, and we are live at Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio on Instagram and on Facebook. And I'm excited to be here, and I'm just waiting for you guys to show up. And Debbie McKee is watching. Hi, Debbie. And everybody, I'll just wait for you guys to come. Angela, we're having a little trouble with our microphone, which Angela will get worked out. Diane Lehman is here, and Chantal Teal from Martalk. Hi, Lise. Lisa Mew is here, and Joan Wells is here. And Lorna is doing some recording on our, I'm going to go on this side. She's recording it for Instagram. Hello, everybody on Instagram. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for watching. And I know a lot of you on Instagram watch through the week, and on the live you watch through the week as well. We have Catherine Redpath from Houston, and Anna Sutherland from Moncton is watching, and Donna Myers. Hi, Donna. How are you? Margaret McCall Coulter from Thornhill, Ontario, and Debbie Monroe from Grimshaw, Alberta. And we're just waiting for Angela to come, and she's going to take over, and I'm going to go over what we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to walk out into the studio, just show you a little bit what's going on here. And just going to show you the horse rug. That's right over Angela's desk, right here. And here comes Angela, and Susan Sutherland's there from Baden, Ontario. And Carol from Shawville, Quebec. Pamela Landon is watching. And I'm going to pass this to you, Angela. And so here we are today. And I got to grab my book and tell you what we're going to talk about today. Because I always have lots, as you know. Because I write it down all the time. But I love it that we're getting some response from you guys. And you let us know what you want to hear about and what you want to talk about. So I'm going to see if I can lift myself up here. There we go. So this week, I'm going to show you how to do flowers on a dress. Somebody was asking, like, how do I make those little tiny flowers on your dresses? So I'm going to do that. Next week, I'm going to do sand. I don't have time to do everything this week, but Tony asked if we would do some sand. I want to talk to you about Kids of the Month and Wool Box and about our new Kitchen Flowers kit. There was a special birthday this week, and someone reached out and said how much that person would appreciate a birthday wish, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to make these little tiny lighthouses, and I want to show you how to do that. I'm going to hook this little teeny, like if you're hooking a teeny tiny house. And I also wanted to apologize for a couple of different things. Two apologies I have to make today. One is last week in my Sunday letter, I wasn't thinking about what you are experiencing in other parts of the country, and I'm sorry. And I mentioned me getting in the car and going to visit my friend and encouraging you to reach out and visit. And I know for most of you that those visits have to be via Zoom, and I'm sorry about that. It wasn't the right time to write that letter, and I just wanted to apologize for that. Someone brought it to my attention, and it's really true. I know that many of you in Ontario are still having to be in your own homes, and you're not allowed to see your friends, and that you're being very diligent about it. And I encourage you to be very diligent, because it is a serious situation. And whenever we have a public health advisory here in Nova Scotia, we all follow it, and we take it really seriously. So I'm sorry about that, and I'm also sorry that I booked. You know, I did a video for the annual Ontario Rug Cooking Guild's annual meeting. I did a video not really realizing the date, and I booked our Caribou course for the same time. So those of you who are members and have a conflict, I am sorry about that. It was certainly unintentional. And so there's two things. I just wanted to mention both those things to you, and to know that I mean them. So thank you to those of you who are in situations and where you need to stay home, and you are staying home. Like, that's very important. I wanted to mention too that our Wild with Wool challenge that Kathy MacDonald is like, she's like the challenge queen. She loves making these challenges. We've had 100 entries for the spring challenge in Wild with Wool, so that's really, really encouraging. Now, before I show you some of the wools and our new Kitchen Flowers kit, I do want to let's go hook. Come on with me, and I'm going to show you how to hook something. first of all, I'm going to show you if you were hooking a little dress. So let's draw a woman in a dress here.
How long is the challenge, Deanne?
I think she took the timeline off of it, but it's probably up for another couple of weeks, I think. I'm not sure if she said it ends in May or early June. She did mention it to me, but it's on my phone and I don't have it. So I'm not exactly sure. So there's my little woman, and if I was putting flowers on her dress, what I'd probably do, let's say we make her into a skirt here. I'd probably just do some little dots like this. That's all I do for flowers. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up a loop, you're going to pull up an end, then you're going to pull up probably 2 loops and another end. Now, of course, it depends on the size of the flowers, okay? Right there. And right beside that loop, you're going to pull up 1, 2, maybe 3. A loop, an end, and a loop. Okay? And so that means the leaf and the flower are about the same size. Now, you could also make the flower bigger. That would be a larger flower. That would be a smaller flower. Pretty simple, right? Now you can do the same thing with cloth. 1, 2, 3, and let's pull up the 4th one. You could even pull up the 4th strand in the same area, in the same hole as the other one, and then you're going to put a little color beside it. And these all make little flowers, okay? You could also get very fine and just go 1, 2, 3. And then just go 1, 2. So you basically just have 2 ends. And then when I hook around there, if I hooked around that, it would shape. I'm just going to get a bit of white. Hang on. I'm going to go into my trusty white bin here. I'm just going to pick up a neutral color, just so that I can show you that when you hook around this, when you hook around it, you kind of go loose around the flower itself. But then when you get into the green, you go quite tight. And so it kind of squashes it together. Does that make sense? Now we could do the same and go up here around this flower. And you go a little bit looser around the flower, but then you go in almost in the same hole with the leaf, and then that helps you. So there you go. That's how you would make a flower in a dress. All right. Now over here, I'm hooking on some big pieces. They're 20 by 20 each, so that's a good size for me. And I'm hooking the water, and I'm going to keep doing that. But I just wanted to show you if I wanted to make a little tiny lighthouse here. So when you're doing something that's far off in the distance, you want impressionism, right? So we are going to hook 2 lines up here in the red. Here's another one. Then we're just going to kind of hook a cap on that. Then we're going to do the peak of the little house that's attached to it. So it's just a few little lines, right? That's all. You got to know when to outline and when not. Sometimes you don't have room. I'm just going to get my messy bits here. We're sold out of messy bits on the website, but there will be more. The more I hook, the more messy bits. I'm just going to go get my messy bits here, and I'm going to pull out a little bit of black, and I'm going to hook in the roof. And I don't, it's small. It's a small area, so I don't have a lot of room, okay? So today is probably pretty much the last day to register, I would think, for the caribou course if you want to join us, because we've sent out the pattern. You need a little bit of time to get your pattern on. Now, so if you want to do a live Zoom and spend Saturday with us, there we go.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be together all day.
Yep.
Lorna's even thinking about hooking.
I know.
I know. Lorna's thinking about hooking a pillow.
Thinking and doing are two different things.
But now we've said it. So now.
Now. So there's my little lighthouse. Isn't it sweet? Isn't it just tiny? And there's something precious about, this is just a detail in a bigger rug, but there's something precious about it to me. I don't even, there's a bit of yellow over there. I could use that maybe in the light. Okay, we'll try this little bit of yellow because we want like an intonation of a...
What time does the caribou course start?
It starts at 10 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, which would be like 9 a.m. in Maine, for example. So now I've kind of wrecked it. See what happened there like that? I made that gold too big, right? So I've got to take that out because it's not working. I'm going to add a bit more red, and I'm going to put my red down on the sides.
Deborah wants to know how Rocco is doing.
Oh, well, you have to tell her about Rocco.
Rocco is turning into a tyrant.
He runs the house, does he?
He runs after my feet.
Oh.
And this morning he ran over my face when I'm trying to sleep.
So he's happy and good.
He's very good.
Yeah. Did you make the right decision with Rocco?
I think we
Bringing
did.
a cat into the menagerie, because you have a little bit of a menagerie there now. Well,
We do.
3 made it a menagerie, I guess, really.
Yeah.
Because before you only had 2 animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is an interesting question, Deanne. Sorry.
Yeah.
When you're not hooking,
Yeah.
do you need to loosen up your
No.
pattern on the frame?
No, you don't. You don't. If you were leaving it for months, maybe, but like, don't leave your rugs for months. Stick with them, right? I think no, you don't need to do that. So now there's that tiny lighthouse. Let's make it even smaller over here. So how do we make it even smaller? Let's try it.
Linda was just saying at 6 a.m. in D.C. for your caribou course.
So is she getting up for that? That's what I want to know. Has anyone registered from BC? I think this will be the only course that we do that will be this long. I don't think so. Like before we made it at 11, we won't be doing, like, this is an exceptional, it's a one of a kind experience. I don't really see us doing a lot of courses that are going to be all day. We may do another one like we did the webinar. We have come up with a new idea for a course that I'm working on, and I'm not really willing to talk about it yet, but you can bet that next fall we're going to have some amazing offerings for you guys to participate in, because we're excited, aren't we, Angela?
We are.
We've got a big job ahead of us, but I'm just excited about it, and I love what I do. So now the roof is only 4 loops. Look at that. Like, can this even look like a lighthouse? Is it possible? I think it can. I think I can do it. So you just want an intonation, right?
Linda Borey, now you are teasing us.
Why? Yeah. Well, you know, it's good to be teased a little, as long as it's not mean-spirited, Linda. That's all I can tell you. I really enjoyed. I had a chance to talk to Linda last week, and I just so enjoyed that. The harbor. I talked to a woman named Joanne yesterday for the harbor. In the harbor, in the coming months, those of you who are in the harbor, you are going to have some great interviews that we're doing. So we're just excited. And those of you can go on the website now. We've put up all our courses so that you can see about the harbor, or you can see about tawny landscapes. Even though they're not available, you can learn about them. Look at that teeny tiny lighthouse. Didn't even know I could do that, did you? That I could make something that small. You thought, oh, all of my lighthouses had to be big. So now, while I'm going to do this, I'm just going to turn around my frame. I'm going to do a video this week. I'll tell you like 10 things I love about my Shetty Camp frame, because I love my frame. These legs are the legs I got 30 years ago, and I love them. These legs are the legs I got 55 years ago, and I'm pretty comfortable with them too. Very thankful. Yesterday I went on a long hike down in Economy. Just getting outside is so important. And we went, well, it wasn't long. It's long for me. It was just like 4 kilometers. And it wasn't even very rough. Kaylee had done it on the weekend with her dad and told me about it. So we went down for a drive. So now I'm doing my water. And I don't really have a whole lot to teach you here. But I'll just hook with you for a couple of minutes. And you can watch along as I hook. But we got outside, and myself and my friend Catherine, we went for a nice hike. But, you know, it was different. We went down this long, deserted dirt road, and there was no cell service, and we were alone, and we were just going in the woods, and Catherine said, "Are the bears out yet?" And I said, "Yes, I think they are." And then I thought, oh my gosh, we're really on our own out here. But we were overlooking these big red rocks and cliffs, and so good to get out into nature. And it's so important, I think, because it really inspires you to make, you know. When I came home, on the way home, or maybe it was, I don't know, at some point I started thinking about what wools would make those colored cliffs. Like, what wools do I have that would make those colored cliffs? And thank you for all your orders this week. You ordered lots of wool after last week when I showed you the merino stream. You obviously really liked it, and those of you, probably some of you have received it already, because we are caught up on our orders, which is a nice thing and doesn't happen a lot here. So that's great.
Deanne, can you mention the blue yarns that you're using?
This yarn was a gift, so I can't mention that one. It was a gift from Joni Black. It's Tosca, and it's an old yarn that was around. This is our Peruvian, thank you for asking. This is our Peruvian Highlands yarn, and it's available in several different shades, and this is a blue. I'm not sure of the name of it. This yarn is Briggs & Little, and it's our Briggs & Little Navy, and I often use that in water. And this yarn here, great yarn, and it is, I think we only have it in 2-ply right now, but it is from the Briggs & Little collection, the Sunday Drive collection. And it's just, that's a great collection. For $52.95, you get 8 skeins, like big skeins of yarn. So if you're starting and you're just trying to build your palette, that's really awesome to get. I would encourage you to get that if you're just building your palette. And I talked to someone the other day, and she said when she was just trying to build her collection, she called all her friends who were knitters and said, "Do you have any leftover yarn?" And she said she got tons. So that was really nice. Okay, how much time do we have left, Angela?
We have 9 minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm going to hook another little bit. I want you to tell me today about what you are hooking and how many of you are doing the spring challenge on Wild with Wool. Because the prize for that is going to be a $100 gift certificate. So anything you want in the studio for $100. So that'll be a nice prize. So how many people have joined the spring challenge, Angela? Is there anyone owning up to it up there? And so Wild with Wool is our Facebook page, and on that Facebook page you can join and you can see hundreds of posts every week of people who are also hooking. And
Marie Van Berkel is doing it.
oh, Marie's doing it. Great.
Benson.
Andre Benson's doing it. Wonderful. That's really great. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing it.
Asking about in store, like in studio classes.
Yes. When we'll be having them again?
Yeah.
Well, right now, here in Nova Scotia, we are doing really good. Our public health is doing really good managing COVID, but we do not have access to go to New Brunswick or Prince Edward Island. And the bubble, we call it the Atlantic bubble, it opens and it closes. So I live on the border of Nova Scotia, which is 10 minutes from Sackville. I have friends in Sackville, businesses that I frequent in Sackville, restaurants that I go to. It's a place it's like the next town over. And we can't go there. We're not allowed. So we can only be within Nova Scotia. So I think it will be quite a while before, I think the bubble, the planned opening for the bubble is in May. We will not have any in-studio classes in 2021 for sure. And I think we'll be watching to see what other organizations do and what other public health. The studio is crowded and small now. We have lots of people working here, and I just don't see us hosting any classes this year. That may change in time. We're working on a great free online offering for you on creativity that we will hopefully have posted in, what were you thinking about that, Angela, June or July?
Yeah, I think so.
It'll be a free class. So we're focusing on teaching a wider audience right now. And I think when the Canadian borders are opening, have all opened, and the American borders have all opened, and everybody is vaccinated, then we'll talk about the possibility of in-studio classes, because I think it won't be for a while, really. So we'll see how things go. And everybody's, people here are getting vaccinated, and slowly, but it is taking time. So we're going to be waiting on that for a bit. But thank you for asking. We're just not ready for that yet. Here, yeah.
Oh, I think Kathy's online here.
Kathy McDonald?
Yep.
Oh.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy works with us on Saturdays. We have a crew of women who work just on Saturdays. And Kathy is one of them. And she's she's been with us the longest, and she gets everybody going and doing what they got to do on Saturday. And over the summer, we have a summer student hired for the summer to help us out, because some people are going to be taking some time off and some vacations, and Lorna's going to be down in Parsboro a little bit, probably. Ah, yeah. And Angela, are you doing anything special this summer?
Well, we were going to get a swimming pool, but now that doesn't look like it's going to work out,
Not gonna
because
happen?
every day they keep getting more and more and more expensive.
Oh, really?
They wouldn't even give us a quote on the heat pump because it raises, I guess the price is raising like 7%
Oh, really?
per day. Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't know their costs for next year.
yeah.
They can't quote you. Well, so you're going to be around home a bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe go mudding and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And swim in the ocean, which is the best part. Too.
Yeah, we'll all be swimming in the ocean here. So today, I just wanted to make sure that I wished a happy birthday. I should sing it. Should we sing it? Happy birthday to her? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen Cummins from Wolfville. Happy birthday to you. I can't sing very good, but I'm really glad that you, Karen, that you watch the program. And someone told me that sometimes they hear you laughing in the next room when you're watching it. And that made me really happy. So I'm just glad that we can do something for you. And this was Angela's great idea around this time last year. There's probably 54 lives on our Facebook page now, I suppose, is there? Because we never missed one yet, did we?
No.
We have not missed one yet. I'm going to show you some yarns. 1 second, I'm coming right back. I want to show you some great yarns that are on the website, and these are all our studio dyes. So Angie dyed some of them, and some we do here. This one you've seen before, but it's worth looking at again because summer's coming, and that's mussel shell. And isn't it gorgeous? So I want you to look at that. These are all 2-ply. This one is Greenapalooza. And the good thing about this one, well, you have that lime iridescence, especially like if you're hooking mermaids or if you're doing like fresh spring colors. But this area right here is great for trees and stuff. But this gets into ocean and it gets into blue spruce at a distance. So I just want to show you something about these variegated yarns. This one is called Under the Sea, and this is another one of Angie's babies, and not Angie's babies, Angie's dyes, because Angie's babies are a whole lot of different things. That's another gorgeous one. This one is great. It's called Citrus, and with this one you end up getting like really pale shades of almost yellow. You get your strong golds back into the yellows, and then you get your good grassy greens. This one is Mango Nights. Just good coral. I like that. Like, to me, that's a good house color. It's also good flowers. Beautiful. And this is one of our most popular yarns, and it's called Mellow Yellow, and it's just a soft butter yellow. And we use that. I use that color a lot. In fact, that may not go back out. I want to show you when you have a yarn like this green here. Okay, I'm just going to show you a trick with variegated yarns. So what I will do is I will cut this, just cut the areas where it's tied together, okay? And then I'll make one cut in it. So now I have this variegated piece. I'm going to take half of that, just a little under half, and I have this piece here so that if I wanted to hook a field that would turn from yellow to green, right, and to cream almost, that's great, good for hooking fields. Going to lay that over there. But what I do with a lot of these yarns is with one yarn you get many colors. So I'm going to take this green here, then I'm going to take this here. So I have light green to a medium green, then I have a darker green. And then I'm going to take my gold, and I'm going to cut my gold off here, and I've just got a great gold. So with one skein, I'm getting a lot of colors. Then I'm going to take my dark green. I'm going to take my light and my soft green. So this is a way to build and manage your stash. And then I have this cream to yellow, which really is really nice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what it looks like if I was hooking this as a landscape. I'm going to take two at once. And just got to find my hook here. So let's, oh, excuse me. Here's my green. So I'm going to start with the green down here. So it goes a little bit darker. Now just watch. It's going darker, going lighter. And then I'm going light, light, light. I take the light, and then it's starting to turn to yellow. So all that just happens really naturally, and I don't have to do much, and you're going to get the feeling of a little bit of action, a little flower, a little grass. But now so I don't have as much control. It looks really pretty. I don't have as much control as I might like. So now I can take this green here because I want more of it. And I can fill this color. I can just use the color that I want, 2 strands at a time, and sort of fill that in right here. So it's very handy. The other thing I want to tell you is that many of you have said that you can't get in on Woolbox. Lorna opens and closes Woolbox as there's room. Lorna, is it open now?
Yes.
And there are how many Woolboxes available for this month?
Maybe 6 or 7.
Maybe 6 or 7. So if you want to join Woolbox, today is your day. You've got a little room. And also, if you wanted just one Woolbox, you might be able to have a look. We have a couple here. Now, this means that you call the studio. It's 1-800-328-7756. We have one from a few months ago, which is the Alstrom area, and it comes with a little notebook, and these are the wools in it. You can have a look. And then we have this one here, which is our March 2021. We have one left over. And this was the wool box. It was a picture taken in Europe. And we have Merino Stream. And we have, I forget what that one's called. It's really soft. Then we have Sari, and then we have all the blues and the browns. So these two are available if you want them, and there is room. And the kit of the month next month will be based on this rug. So come on out with me and I'll show you. It's right here. It's right here. And it's going to be an all red kit of the month. And it's a square. It's like about 12 by 12, Greg says. So that's it for this week. And I hope you will. Oh, yeah. Angela wanted me to tell you that there is kitchen flowers. She just pointed to it. And our kitchen flowers kit is now available on the website. And it's our, what are those flowers called? Orchids. So it's our orchid pattern, and with the soft sea blue green. So, and it's available on the website if you want it. And I think Joe is putting up a few things on the sales section of the website, and you'll see the sales, great big sale under, and I don't know if they're up yet, but they'll be up soon. So that's it for this week. I'm glad you were here. I'm thankful for all the people who watch on Instagram, all the people who watch on Facebook. And once again, those of you who are under stay-at-home orders, we all appreciate you staying home and looking out for everybody else. So thanks very much, and take care, and blessings. See you later, and happy birthday, Karen Cummins.